Welcome to the Sneaker Podcast, a show where a bunch of guys sit around a table to talk life, lifestyle, music, and all things sneakers. So sit back, turn it up, and let's go.
What up, TSP family? Hope you're having a dope day, and thank you for tuning in. This is the Sneaker Podcast, Season 8, Episode 11. My name is Chris, and he is the 2 aficionado, but number 1 in your hearts. What is up, Sean Collard?
Hey now.
Oh. And he is the 6 shooter from the Midwest. We call him King, but he tells us he's really just Calby. What is up, Cal?
Gentlemen, what's going on?
What is going on, bro? As always, the Sneaker Podcast is brought to you by your favorite organic sneaker cleaner. Totally organic, totally made right here in the Canada. Sneaker wipes in our hands right now. Check them out on Instagram at sneakerlogic_official. And you can use our coupon code TSP15, get 15% off your order. Tell them the Sneaker Podcast sent you. Boom, boom, boom. It's wipe season. Right, you can carry the
Big
wipes
time.
in your pockets; they won't freeze over.
I always got a few packages in my bag at work.
Yeah,
And you never know. I go for a walk with my students sometimes, and it's time for a quick wipe.
when you're having that iced coffee, and you might dribble some on your shoe. Sneaker wipes.
That's it. You got it.
Sneaker logic.
Sneaker wipes.
Let's start the podcast like we always do with what we wore on feet today. But hold up,
Oh,
Ooh.
a little twist to the first segment. We're gonna say what we wore on feet today and what we plan to wear tomorrow.
Okay.
Like that.
I actually was thinking about what I was wearing tomorrow, so that's
Yeah,
that works.
Go for it. Go for it, Sean.
Okay, so for work today, I wore simple looking shoe. The Jordan, they call them Jordan 1, but they're center courts. The Jordan center courts. I don't know why they threw the has a 1 midsole and outsole. I guess that's why they threw the 1 in there, but it's really this also probably just to boost sales.
Yeah.
Jordan center court in the just white on white colorway. Very comfortable. I feel like it's a summer shoe. I feel like the weather was nice here today a little bit, and I was wearing some obviously quality gear, and I felt like went with my quality gear. I have this new organic standard crew neck, and I'm in love with these new crew necks. Long story short, that's what I wore for work. And then tomorrow,
Yeah.
been a lot of buzz in the feeds today that we'll get to later about playoff 8s. And so I was thinking about, I've only worn playoff 8s once. I have the 2007 version. That's the only version I've ever had. And I wore them for the first time last year, believe it or not, after all these years, after like 15 years, I finally wore them.
Yeah.
And they held up. So I'm gonna chance wearing them again tomorrow in honor of the all the recent images we've seen that will be flooding our feeds later.
You're very on trend.
I'm on trend. I'm on brand.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. You want people to notice you. So you pop up in their feeds.
Yeah, sure. That'll be what I'm gonna say. I want people to notice me.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
That's good. I like that.
My wear and my future wear.
I hope you get noticed.
I hope so too. I never do that.
Tal, you want to tell people what you wore on feet today?
Yeah, sure. Today I wore the Ronnie Feig, I think it's maybe Aspen it's called. The 4D shoe that he made with Adidas.
Yeah.
I believe it was the first 4D released, I think.
Oh yeah.
But it's I believe so. I think so.
It sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was before they fixed the 4D. It's actually quite stiff and heavy. So the boost one feels better, but it looks really cool. And also don't have to worry about the 4D getting stained, which is always great. That's why I don't wear too much boost, because I'm terrified of it getting in those little cracks and staining for forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wore those today. It's a dope looking shoe. I like it. That mid cut is really neat. The laces are dope, how they match the knitting on the shoe. And tomorrow I'll be wearing probably those All-Star Jordan 1s, whatever they're called.
Oh, chameleon?
Oh
Yeah.
Chameleonaires?
Yeah, because my pair is pretty worn, and I gotta help my mom move tomorrow. So I'm just trying to find something I can throw on real quick and help her out there.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. I love that pair. I love that. I wish the outsole wasn't translucent
Mm.
because
Yeah.
it shows more yellowing.
Mm.
Yeah.
And yeah, if ever they retro that, but it's so recent and it's not like an OG colorway.
You never know though. They bring all kinds
You
of
never
stuff
know.
back nowadays.
We need a story behind it.
Yeah, there's just
You
catch
know?
somewhere for us.
Yeah. I like it too very much.
Very nice.
Like yeah, it's just it's not in a box, and it's a shoe that I've worn a bajillion times, so I know it's like it's all good if I have to bend down and crease up the toe. It's not it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
going to
yeah.
affect anything.
Yeah.
It's funny because on the weekend I had to go help my father-in-law. This is going to be a very Montreal thing, but take down his tempo. Chris, you know what tempo is?
For those.
Calvin, you know what tempo is?
No.
A
Oh,
tempo is
okay.
something
Awning?
I don't
No.
think it's like, well, kind of. It's like it's what people over they cover their driveways in the winter. So
Okay.
if you don't have a
Yes.
garage, or people
Portable
are
carport.
like a portable
Yes.
carport, exactly.
I know exactly what you're
Okay.
saying.
Not
Do
when
they
you
have them in
describe it like
Calgary?
that.
You can take it
Um,
down. Yeah.
I feel like they don't have them anywhere else outside Quebec. I feel like it's a
Yeah.
Quebec thing.
There's.
I mean, I know
there's-
I've seen them, but I don't really picture I can't think of
I
a
can't
time
picture
No.
ever
it.
seeing
I don't think I've
them.
ever
Yeah.
seen them in Ontario anywhere. I don't know if it's
True.
like it really feels like it's a Montreal thing. Anyway,
No.
so
It's
I
in
had to go.
heavy use here.
Oh, heavy. It's heavy. Yeah, it's heavy. And I think it's a lot of people because people use the garage as like storage. A lot of the people here,
Or
but
some houses don't
some
even
have
have
or they
garage.
have those down driveways here, like those one that goes
Yeah.
down towards the house.
Yeah.
That's
Slant.
messed up. I don't know who thought of that design. Anyway, so I had to go help him take down his tempo on the weekend, and so I also wore my pair of Jordan ones, my Royals. But it's exactly why I wore mine. They're beat up, and I can bend over and not have to worry about creasing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
getting them dirty or anything. Yeah, it's perfect. Jordan one's good for that kind of stuff.
Great
Yeah.
minds, no doubt.
Yeah.
Good stuff. You know, they're like some towns in the Montreal area have banned those carport things.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
It's not pretty.
No,
It
it's
is not
not.
pretty.
Yeah,
It's
it's
very
hideous.
functional.
It's hideous. And well,
Yeah.
in my a lot of neighborhoods have it where there's a certain date you have to take it down by.
Right.
You can only put it up at a certain date. You have to take it down by a certain date. You can't. Once it gets a little bit nicer outside, that shit has to come down.
Dude, like and I think we've done it kind of one summer
Yeah.
where you put it up but you roll up the flaps.
Yes.
So it becomes shading.
It's like a big tarp
in your
over it,
backyard.
so,
Backyard.
yeah.
Not in the front yard. Front yard,
Right,
you get the neighbors will hate you.
Yeah.
But like in the backyard where no one can see it, you put it up and then you roll up the sides.
Yeah. And they're handy for people who you live in a climate where there's snow. There's a lot of snow, so it keeps the snow off the driveway and stuff. But
for your car and
for,
everything.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, that's life in Montreal, everybody.
That's kind of some weather talk, right? That
Yeah, a little
qualifies as
talk.
weather talk.
Yeah, absolutely. I said snow. I said the word snow.
There you go.
Yeah.
What I wore on feet today is a pair of cool gray Jordan 4s.
Oh,
Nice.
The old
Yep.
ones, though.
the 2006. Yeah. They're holding up okay.
Oof.
Oh no.
There's like the side separation that
Okay.
near the pinky toe area there.
Yeah.
That little piece.
See, for me,
there.
I don't the separation. I don't mind because that can be re-glued. It's as long as the midsole is intact. That's all I care about.
I don't know if it's because I got butterfingers or like fat thumbs or something. I can't glue shit back on, man. It looks I don't know the technique, and I don't have the patience to look at a YouTube vid on how to re-glue shit.
Well, luckily, you have someone that you know called 514 Restorations.
514 Restorations.
Ooh.
They
Plug.
do re-glues.
Yeah.
Shout out at 514 Restorations. Sean, brother of Sean.
I got a lot of stuff to re-glue.
Yeah.
I've re-glued one pair before.
And
and it worked out fine. I ended up
yeah.
selling them though. They were cool gray 11s. And so they're super old, right? Where the gray patent leather turns brown.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the outsole was obviously almost brown itself. It was so yellow it was almost brown. So I did I made my own sole, whatever you call it, the deoxidization.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like a solution. Yeah.
So I Googled how to do that, and I made my own one, and it actually worked. But leaving the shoe out in the sun, the soles completely came off.
Right.
But it was also good because the airbag in the midsole had completely disintegrated in both shoes.
Oh shit.
So when you shook it, it sounded like sand was in there. And so I got to dump all that out, and then I reglued like the whole thing, like the outsole to the midsole to the shoe.
Wow.
And I literally just used shoe glue and no videos, no nothing, just painted it on, slapped it together, and then put some string around it to keep it all together. String. I put string on it.
Okay.
Because string you could pull off even if the glue gets on it. Like tape might get like stuck in there.
Right.
And that was actually my ex at the time was the one that told me that, like, don't use tape, because I was getting used tape. And she's like, don't use tape, use shoelaces.
Stupid.
Like, yeah, you idiot. The tape's gonna get stuck to your shoe.
And that was the last conversation we ever had.
Yeah. But it worked out all good. And
you don't tell me how to tie up my shoe, and then you're
get out.
That's a great idea. Now shut up. No, just kidding. No, I would never talk like that. That was a joke.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Right. Yeah. And tomorrow I have a lunch with a friend, like a dude I play basketball with. He wanted to have lunch. We actually wanted to have lunch last week, and we had it all planned out, but then the timing didn't work, so we had to reschedule for tomorrow. But when we had to like reschedule, he texted me. He goes, "Dude, he's a sneakerhead too. He goes, I had a really dope pair of sneakers on for our lunch."
Oh man,
because I guess we don't, like sneakerheads as they get older, maybe they don't meet up as often.
The opportunities there aren't as many opportunities to wear nice stuff
where you definitely will get noticed by your friend or whatnot, and you guys could be like a duo. Anyways, he goes, I have a really pair of dope sneakers for lunch, but I just have a pair of dope sneakers on. Like, but he didn't tell me what he wore. So I'm gonna find out tomorrow if he repeated the wear or not. Yes. But for the lunch, I do plan on wearing a pair of Reebok Question Mids with the purple toe and the number 8 on the back.
Oh yes.
I think that's a nice wear for like a special sneakerhead lunch.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah. That's a special pair.
And I do plan on wearing some Quality pants.
Of course.
Now you can go check them out on Instagram at Quality, KUWALLATEE. You can use our coupon code SPOD20, get 20% off your order. Check out their new stuff. Check out the upcoming stuff for summer. Get your gear ready. I think that now's the right time to be showcasing everything that you're wearing. Like, they got some nice, more like stylish stuff. Like, if you wanna head out to like a nice terrace, as we call it here in Montreal, like a patio restaurant.
A patio.
Yeah, they have that new. It's like a checkered polo top.
Yeah,
like a short
it's
sleeve.
Exactly what I'm thinking about.
Yeah. They just show. I just saw it today, and I was like, "Oh, that's nice."
Yeah,
like
it's like stuff that Idris Elba would wear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, if you had that checkered polo with the cardigan over top of it, geez.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can I just say also that I've worn the adjustable parachute pants twice now.
I saw that
2 weeks, and people ask me. I get DMs and comments. The pants. Where'd you get the pants? What are the pants?
Info on the pants.
Info on the pants. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So they're very popular, those pants. And one guy said, because I was also the first time I wore them, I was wearing my my reimagined threes, and I was gushing about the reimagined threes, and he said, "Then why'd you cover them then?"
Because I can.
Good question, Block.
Did you give the
info
on pants first, then Block?
No, he didn't ask for info on the pants. Yeah. He actually, I went to his page and he made a thing about what not to do, and one of them was me wearing the parachute pants and him wearing a pair of pants that where his cuff was tight. And I was like, okay, this guy is getting blocked.
No, this guy, he wants to ride your coattails, man.
Yeah.
He wants to ride your parachute pants, man.
Well, the beauty of the block button is just poof. He never existed. I don't even know who that guy is anymore.
Always good. Always a good time. Always a good time online. All right. Check them out at Quality on Instagram, or check out their site, quality.com. Tell them Sneaker Podcast sent you. Good people. Love them.
Very good people.
All right, let's move on to favorite segment of the show. It's the new shoes.
All right.
All right. Someone got something?
I do have
Not
something. I'll go.
Yep.
Very excited about these. I'd wanted them since they came out. They didn't release here in Canada. I don't remember them releasing in Canada. I saw them. I saw them on Atmos in the US for like 30 or 40% off, and I was like, I had to ship them to my friend Brian or my parents in Florida or something, and then ship them here. Like it's going to be probably even over retail, even though they were on sale. But I managed to get them on Block X. And for under retail, I put a bid in. I'm like, I kept seeing the asks get lower and lower and lower and lower, and eventually they just took my bid.
Nice.
So I got the Air Jordan 2 Low SP time. They're not times anything. They're called the Responsibility. I'm not 100% sure what the Responsibility is, but I freaking love these. Look at that.
It's like that?
Yeah.
Is that suede or
It's
suede, it's like a nubuck upper. The elephant print looking kind of part is, I think, looks like canvas or something, or
so for those not on YouTube, we're asking about the midsole.
Oh, the midsole is suede. Yeah. The midsole is suede. Sorry,
suede.
yes. Midsole is all suede, which is I'm a little bit nervous about because it's like an off-white suede. But I'll just wear them very casually and very carefully.
That's what the responsibility is.
Keeping
those clean.
Exactly. You have to be very responsible when you wear these. Outsole is slightly translucent. I like that idea. Red hit there, and then heel cup is also translucent a little bit. Anyway, in person they're a lot nicer than I even thought they would be. But under retail, man, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. They didn't.
I want to know what this little arrow means. I want to know what this little arrow means on the side there. I don't know what that is. But and let the box kill you. It's the Jordan 2 box, the Wings logo box, but it's all black. It's blacked out. I love the box. I love it. That's my thing.
Yeah,
my favorite thing. It's worth it just for the box.
Yeah,
that's my pickup. Yeah. My new shoes.
Nice.
Those are nice. Yeah, they're dangerous.
When did they release? Yeah, it's a while. It didn't release that long ago.
No, they were. I think it was end of last year. Was it end of last year?
Already last year?
Maybe it was January or something like that. I'm not sure when it wasn't that long ago. But I don't know where they it wasn't like they released on sneakers or I didn't see anybody releasing
very
them.
Quiet.
All of a sudden it was very quiet. And then I saw them popping up on certain shops in the States, not like Nike or anything. And then, like I said, I saw them on Atmos about a month ago or two, maybe a month and a half ago. And they were like 30% off or something like that. I'm like, shit, should I get them on that and have them shipped? But I blew it and waited too long and they were gone.
That was a smart move, checking the X.
Well, yeah, but you know what? I figured it's not a popular. I mean, the twos in general they are hitting sales racks in some areas, and so I figured this is because there was so little fanfare about these coming out that I thought, maybe people aren't even aware of them. Yeah, and I was right, and they sold for under retail for me, so it was perfect.
Well, you gotta imagine.
Are they legit though?
Oh no, I don't know. I don't know. You know Block X. They block all kinds of things. Just sometimes not fake shoes.
I mean, if it went on sale in the States, then maybe someone bought them on sale, and they still made.
Yeah, they still made some money on it for sure.
They deal in volume, you know.
Yeah, they do.
Cal, did you grab anything?
No, I have absolutely nothing this week whatsoever.
Spending a lot of time on the Nike Bayou, sir?
A little bit, yeah, I am. I'm even messing with like 95s.
Dude, just so expensive.
Yeah, they are. Like I don't think I'll get them, but I'm enjoying it, man.
Yeah. I
like put together a whole pack. Like I try to use the same color palette on I got like 4 different shoes that if you click on it, it'll show what I've done before at the bottom, you know? And they all like match. I have a whole pack.
Wow. Sean, they have Hirachis on there.
Oh, do they?
They do.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's part of my pack.
Oh, boy.
Part of the pack. You can buy a Cal pack.
I'll buy from the Calby collection.
I got a few pairs. So I got a pair from Under Armour Canada. Big shout out to Under Armour Canada. It is the Curry 2 Low Flotro.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, Flotro is their version of a performance retro.
Mm.
It's basically a retro of the upper of like an older or previous model, and they add the flow technology
Oh, right.
on the outsole. So yeah,
That toe is very nice.
yeah, like the pattern, the design.
Yeah,
I like it. Yeah, I mean the original Curry 2 is like a high, and it looked like basketball sneakers from like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So making a like a low with the mesh upper and stuff with a
updated look.
This type of grippy outsole is a good idea. So a big shout out to
this is
Canada.
This is considered a retro now.
Yeah, man. He's
how
he's
old's
at
the
number
two?
10.
Okay. Wow. Shit.
10 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been a while.
Retros.
I mean,
retros.
look, what is it? KD's at 16.
16
He's
now.
wearing the 16 during the playoffs.
Yeah.
LeBron's at what, 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kyrie and PG are done with Nike. So
Right.
it's the John Morant and Booker show now.
Good for them. Good for them.
And then I finally found a pair of these. It is the Kobe 10 Xmas.
Oh.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
5
yeah.
rings.
Yeah. 5 rings? That's what it's
Yeah,
called? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
They are the
nice.
Christmas ones, but yeah, the
The Christmas
nickname
one.
was 5 rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Very nice.
I was because I've seen this pair several times on eBay, and I always look at the pictures and I'm like, okay, I don't know how they'll hold up because I had some Kobe 9s and like the sole separated right away. But this pair, the description was worn once, so I'm very happy. Look at that
Yeah.
outsole; it's pretty
Yeah.
clean.
Clean. Mhm.
And yeah, I just got them like yesterday, and I'm probably gonna wear them during the summer for ball for a few sessions. Very happy. I
Nice.
really like this colorway.
Yeah. My only issue with it was the black midsole.
Yeah.
I wish it would have been something else, like
A different color,
the crimson or white or anything like that, just to like
offset.
bring it up a little bit. Yeah,
Right.
like because I love the colored toe. I love the gold hits, the 5 rings on the back. Like I don't like a black midsole on a black shoe, and I kept those for years. Like I sold my pair,
Yeah.
but I kept them for years without wearing them, just because I'd take it out and look at the toe and look at the 5 rings and be like, "This is nice." Like,
Mhm.
but then I'd put it on and I'd be like, "Nah, like it
Go back
doesn't-
in the corner.
Yeah, it doesn't pop how I want it to pop."
Yeah.
But that toe with those 5 rings are some of the best details that on
It's
it
nice.
on a Kobe, man.
It's
period.
probably the last 10 that I'll buy until like they like protro that stuff.
Mm.
And I think as far back, I'll go to like 11, go back to 11, but that's about it. Nothing
funny.
earlier.
I remember there was a brief moment in my sneaker history.
Yeah.
That I guess it was around when I guess the Kobe 11 when he did the Tinker where Tinker had this was like a black sort
Yes,
of silver
yes.
black
3.
cement version. Right.
Yeah.
You have that
And
one, right, Cal?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do. I wanted that one. I thought they looked amazing, and then I couldn't get them anywhere. Obviously, I remember being in Florida and looking all over Florida for it, but then really starting to like the Kobe's that I was seeing. And there were several times I almost bought a few different Kobe's, and for whatever reason, I'm like, am I going to wear these? Am I going to like?
Uh-huh.
I always gravitate to a Jordan, and so I did. I ended up backing off, and of course, how stupid am I? So have not gotten any, but even regardless of him passing away, just his retirement and what he meant, how iconic he was, it's like stupid to not capitalize on just getting a couple of pairs that I actually wanted them and did do it. So, but
Yeah.
we all have regrets.
It's because of Kobe why I like Kobe's my favorite player ever. He's like my GOAT, right? Like I came up watching him more than I did Jordan.
Sure.
But even when people ask me, I'm like, no, like Jordan's number 1 because Kobe would not be who he was without Jordan. So no matter what, Jordan's the GOAT. And then that's like my main argument for LeBron not being that guy. It's because I'm like, no one's gonna be who they are because of LeBron. Like LeBron's a physical monster.
Yeah, you can't be
Yeah.
LeBron. Yeah.
But like Jordan and Kobe, the footwork, the shots, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Is like they taught other people. That's why they're
Yeah.
GOATs. And like you might be able to say Braun is the best because of the stats or whatever, but
Yeah.
like keep him off that GOAT list because nobody's gonna become a better player because of him.
Right.
Like,
That's
you
a
know
good
what
point.
I
That's a
mean?
good point. And I still don't get why Kobe's left out of the conversation. I know people say the one argument I hear is that Kobe's too much like Jordan. He's just a copy of Jordan. I'm like, yeah, but you know how hard it is to copy Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally perfected the same fadeaway. His movements, like it was, and he won 5 rings. Hello, he won 5.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not like he hasn't had the stats to back it up either.
Mhm.
It wasn't just his style was like, well, no, he actually went and won rings and stayed with the same team for his entire career, and which is a big thing plus for me. But it bothers me that Kobe's left out of that conversation when it's just like MJ LeBron. I'm like, well, what about friggin' Kobe? I'd take Kobe over LeBron any day. But
Yeah.
what do I know?
Yeah.
Same. Like
Jordan.
the part that bothers me too is because even if you ask Jordan, Jordan's like, I'll beat everyone except maybe not Kobe.
Right. Exactly.
You know, he doesn't
And
say anybody
exactly.
else, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then
Oh.
Kobe openly was in the last dance of that the interview for him there said I don't get 5 rings without Michael Jordan because that he took so much from him and learned so much from him that
Yeah.
so I mean
Exactly.
obviously it's a mutual respect thing, but LeBron says he's just the best player in the world, so that's where his respect is at. I don't want to alienate any of our listeners, but I don't like LeBron James.
Yo, that's why I decided I'll give LeBron the best title, but I'll never give him the GOAT title. I think there's a difference between best and greatest.
He's the best of his era. Michael Jordan's the best of all time. And Kobe, I'll give him like a 1B.
Yeah.
1B. Yeah. I like that. All right. Let's get to the feeds, flooding our feeds. We got a few pairs here that we want to talk about. Let's start with the Jordan 7 chambray. Is that how you say it? Chambray.
Chambray.
Chambray. August 5th release. Oh, I didn't send. I took screenshots of all the shoes and
It's all good.
It's all good. So this is mostly black shoe with a bit of, I think, light bluish, grayish on the hits on those little peaks near the bottom of the shoe.
Is it necessary? Is this another one that's going to sit for like always?
Yeah, that's the. I think that's the shtick with the Jordan 7.
Yeah, I don't know why they're bringing this back out. I don't know. Like those they brought this was the citrus ones, the black citrus ones,
Cardinal.
the Cardinal. They're all sitting here in Canada anyway. I don't know what the States is probably a different story, but they're on sale.
Yeah,
they're on like 25-30% off sales at
We're
Foot
not saying
Locker
that
here.
they're not good-looking shoes. 'Cause
No.
that Cardinal's a nice-looking shoe.
Yes.
You know?
Not saying it's not. I love the Cardinal. I'm just saying the Cardinal I understand because it's an OG colorway, but these didn't sell out when they originally released this colorway and the citrus. They were semi-sitters back then. So there's some sort of, I guess, push for nostalgia for that era, but it's not translating into sales in any way. So I don't know, like if they're making people happy bringing these back or not. I don't know if people have a connection to the chambrays, but I don't see as a necessary colorway to bring back. I don't get it.
So let me figure this out. Do they have they did the, how do you call it? They brought back the 2.
Yeah.
Jordan 2
Mm-hmm.
in a huge way.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have any Jordan 2s for a while. All of a sudden that monster of a collab with Virgil comes out first.
Mm-hmm.
Creates all the buzz you need.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of collabs, and then eventually the OG colorway. Like maybe a year later?
Just over a year later, yeah.
So it's like prep.
Yeah.
With all these collabs, boom, OG colorway.
Mm-hmm.
And then without noticing, they kind of pepper in all these retro 7s.
Yeah.
With no, like, there's no fanfare behind it.
Yeah.
There's no like, hey, this is coming back out, you know? And I feel like, they get lost in the shuffle and they hit the outlets and blah, blah, blah. But why wouldn't they just like, okay, this year we're going to do the 2. It's going to be a year and a half of like this is the 2's
Yeah.
timeline return.
Yeah.
And then after that, they're gonna come with the Jordan 8.
Yeah, I think the 2 was because it got delayed because of COVID. So
Right.
everything got shuffled all over the place. Like I think the OG color with Chicago was supposed to come out actually in 2021. And so everything got pushed back. At least at one point it was supposed to be 2023 they were going to come out. Then they brought it back to 2022. And then yet last year was the 30th anniversary of the 7. So that's why they brought the 7s out again. But like they're not doing obviously the same thing they did with the 2 in terms of collaborations and stuff with the 7. So I guess they're just. I guess it's an honor in honor of the 30th anniversary that was last year. But like anything, I guess they keep trickling it out, right?
Okay.
Once they it's the same thing for every 30th anniversary. They have a bunch of colorways that release, and then one OG colorway, and then the next year there's still some other colorways to come out. I don't know. But again, my point being, there's certain colorways I don't know that there's like a desire for them to come back, or are they like the chambray? Like I don't know anybody's clamoring for a chambray 7 or a citrus 7. Some people said the citrus 7 was a good shoe, but I don't know. It's a weird colorway.
In terms of numbers, they do sell them out.
Maybe they do. I don't know. Yeah.
But we don't exactly. But we're not like witness to that the whole hoopla behind it.
I guess we're in a different because we're not witness to the U.S. side of things, or we don't know.
Yeah.
Everything might be selling out. I think probably most things do sell out in the States,
right?
Which is a whole other beast. But here in Canada they don't. And like I said, there's a lot of stuff sitting. Like there's that guy Shanghai Soul who posts all his stuff in Shanghai. That sits there, and he has there's literally like collabs that are sitting in Shanghai. There's Reimagined 3s that are sitting in Shanghai. But here it's like maybe not that level, but every general release is sitting on the shelves here. And in the States, it's not the case. So I guess maybe we have a bit of a skewed perception of the whole thing. But,
True. Well, that's why the people tune in for our skewed point of view.
Exactly.
At the same time, though, I've never I've been connected to the States now for a decade on Instagram,
and
I've never seen like any hype for that shoe.
The 7
for the chambray,
the chambray 7. Yeah.
Like
no,
I didn't know the name of it until I googled it because Chris sent the list, so I had to Google like what shoe is this.
It's like I think Chris misspelled that.
And then I saw it. I'm like, okay, like
I think you meant Chardonnay 7.
Chardonnay, Chamon, Chameleon.
I've seen them around a couple times, but I've never heard anyone.
I remember the colorway.
Yeah,
no, I remember the colorway. I just don't remember anybody caring about it, even when they released. So I don't originally released. So I don't know what the deal is bringing them back. But hey, maybe some people like them.
Maybe the market is different in the United States. Maybe some of our American listeners can let us know, because here in Montreal area, the outlets are bare.
That's true too.
If something doesn't sell out in store, they don't send it to our outlets anymore. I don't know where they go.
They go to the States probably.
So maybe their outlets are like, you can find stuff like this.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe, yeah.
And for the people, that's where people get their Jordan 7 chambrays.
There you go.
While us, we're like, I ain't buying this at like the local Foot Locker.
No.
And then it disappears.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Jordan 2 Low Cherry Wood, slated for June 17th.
Yes.
I like this colorway.
I like it a lot too.
Same.
First, I saw we saw, I guess, like sort of a quick leak pick. I can't speak right now. We've seen leak pics a little while back, but they weren't clear, and it was like, I'm not sure, the bad angles. And I'm like, I don't know about this. And then the recent ones are like super crystal clear.
Yeah,
and they look really good. Yeah.
Jordan, numbered Jordans with cherry wood colors. It's nice. Like that nice Jordan color. 16, right?
Yes.
That's the one I think of.
Yeah.
And I even like there's a bit of suede on this cherry wood Jordan 2 Low, which kind of offsets the mostly, I guess you call that sail or white upper. Yeah. And I like it a lot.
Yeah, very nice.
Same. Yeah, that's a very nice hit. I saw like maybe their renderings or whatever without it. And then I saw it with that, and I'm like, oh, it's much better with that.
Yeah.
I think the late. I'm not. I think the latest pictures are like the actual shoe,
Yes,
Yeah.
for
right?
sure.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
very nice.
definitely need
Very
those. But
nice.
those all of these twos are sitting. So here in Canada again also. But
Yeah, I don't mind that
you
for
can
this pair because I
no.
me you know
I know I'm saying it's a good thing because
yeah
that
yeah
I don't have to like okay I gotta make sure
rush.
I try yeah rush and track one down on the release day and
Mm-hmm.
they've all been kind of hanging out in the stores full size
As
runs so
if you're
it's
not already visiting all the Foot Lockers in the area to
well
to
listen
maybe buy one more
the
Jordan 2.
twos were 25% off a couple weeks ago so I don't know I may not I couldn't nothing was in my size unfortunately
Yeah.
but yeah I do frequent
Mm. This is pretty cool. I think they're considered leaked pictures of the Fear of God times Adidas collection, or some pairs that are slated to release when we don't know. So that's the Jerry Lorenzo pairs and such. There's I think like 4 or 5 pairs of them. Um, Cal, any thoughts on them?
I think, I think I like them all.
Yeah,
The basketball one, I think I've seen 3 colors of it with I'm calling it a basketball one. It looks like a performance shoe. It's knit and stuff like that. I seen the white one, the black with a white tone. I think a white with a black background or something. I don't know. There's 3 of them. I like
yeah,
those. Those look really nice. I'd like to see more pictures styled different ways to see how I would style them casually or if
yeah,
they're just strictly going to be for the court. But I think they look really nice. I like the high top non-basketball shoe looking one.
yeah.
That looks very Fear of God in my opinion.
Okay, yep, yep, yep. Agree.
Like just the structure of the shoe, the material, everything like that. And then there's the low, which is super casual, but again, it's nice and clean, man. I like
Yeah.
it too.
Um, I don't think even though they're like basketball quote unquote shoes, I don't think people wear them on court. They're just like
Mm.
basketball styled shoes because I don't know, they look heavy, but that's just the way it looks. But I really like that black and white, black and beige pair or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
I like it a lot. And
yeah.
I wouldn't wear it on court. That would mostly be just for like everyday wear type stuff. Um yeah, I'm excited. I think it's a fresh look for Adidas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it look I think it looks so Fear of God. Like even that quote unquote basketball one,
Yeah.
you could put like beside some of his work from Nike.
Mm,
You know what I mean? And
yeah.
they look like okay, this is the same guy made these shoes.
yeah
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So I like that. I like how they look.
Yeah. And since there's not like a omnipresent like 3 stripes or swoosh on either of the collections from either side, you could well, this is all part of one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see the price point.
Oh yeah. True. True. True.
I'm really hoping it's not straight Fear of God pricing because
Yeah.
those are like $700 shoes.
Mm.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope so because yeah, I'd like to see. I like for like a Jordan 2. Take my time and look at them and see me if I buy them or not.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Mhm.
Very nice, Jerry. Finally.
Yeah. Yeah.
It took like forever. Let's talk about the Jordan 3 Wizards. We might
Yeah.
have spoken about this shoe before, but it's coming out April 29th. I think that's this Saturday.
weekend. Yeah.
This weekend. What are you thinking, Sean? Is it worth it now? It's only
yes.
got a Jumpman on the back, man. No Nike Air.
Yeah, but it's what he wore. It's a PE though. He wore these with the Wizards
Yeah.
with the chrome hits. I mean, not the chrome, the copper hits.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm gonna need a pair or two. I think this weekend.
Buy now situation. Gotcha.
Buy now.
Buy now.
Add to cart.
It has the new toe.
Everything's the shape, the toe, everything's sleek as can be.
So the
That's
toe is
nice.
more important than the back.
And for this, yes, yeah.
Right.
I don't mind. I don't
Jumpman?
mind Jumpman if it's a non-OG colorway or if Michael Jordan wore them on his feet, and he wore these on his feet. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say it's nice. Like
Yeah, they're nice.
the colorway, like the copper, the blue, it's good.
Yeah,
I
it's good.
prefer it over True Blue,
Oh, really?
to be honest. I've never been a fan of blue,
With the red?
blue, white, red, blue
Red? Yeah.
on a shoe.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I don't know why
It's just
either.
the way it is. Yep. And then some more Jordan stuff. Jordan 2, cool gray.
Oh, I like these.
You
I didn't
like
think
them,
I would.
eh?
I didn't think
A4.
I would at first. I didn't at first. I don't think.
Right.
But seeing the new detail pictures again has got me. And they're a women's release, so I'm hoping they come in extended sizing because I'm going to need one pair. I just want one pair.
Can I just say that it's mostly gray, suede gray, some parts, and a bit of light blue. Am I right?
Your favorite?
No, that's not my point. Is
You're not going there? Okay.
No, my point is, they've conditioned us to accept that light blue is part of the cool gray. The cool gray makeup has light blue in it now.
There's no other colorway there's no other color accent colors involved with a cool gray sneaker other than light blue or white.
I'm saying like the original cool gray 11s, because when you say cool gray, all I think about is the 11 for me.
Yeah, true.
The outsole is not blue.
No,
it's
just
in the
regular clear
2010 version.
Yep,
that has the blue. And now people just assume that cool gray,
there's going to be a blue involved somewhere. Yeah. That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, it
does look right though. It's a nice color combo.
I mean, some people might think that's where the cool of cool gray comes from.
Could be. It's ice cold.
Yeah, that's it.
It looks like it could have been UNC PE of some kind. This colorway for some reason.
Yeah,
I like
agree.
that. Yeah, which I know Kirsten loves that.
Yeah, I don't really think about it.
You don't have to.
They
didn't make the tournament. They didn't make the tournament this year.
Moving right along. Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny times Adidas Campus Light. He calls this one the Wild Moss. Slated for this weekend. Cal, you see this shoe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's not bad, eh?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's super nice, to be honest. I actually really like it. I don't think I'm going to go for it, but I do really like it. I think it can work on a lot of levels for fits and stuff.
I like what they're doing. Like Adidas, I'm talking about Adidas. They're not just saying we need a replacement for whatever Yeezy stuff happened, but they're slowly building towards other, if you can call them designers or collaborators, and they're slowly putting stuff out that like nothing Bad Bunny has gone amiss.
No,
it's done well, you know.
Yeah, it all looks very wearable to me. Like I've thought every shoe that he's put out is at least nice. I haven't been able to buy anything, but there's been a few that I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'd buy that.
Yeah, it's very good. I like it a lot. This one,
I don't get it why it's like the Campus Light, because it looks like it's like more of a campus, you know, with like that midsole coming up or whatever.
Could
like
be Campus Heavy or something.
Like Campus Plus at least.
Campus Plus.
Yeah. Super Campus. Yeah. Yeah. This weekend, if you want to try a look at it, man. Amamanya Jordan 5. I think we've talked about this shoe before, but I think we actually got on feet pics.
Yeah,
from
James
the man himself.
Yeah,
right. Look good.
They look good, man.
Look good.
Yeah. I know my friend Brian, OG sneaker nerd.
Is he going crazy?
Excited for those. Yeah.
When's the last collab Jordan 5 that happened?
DJ Khaled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even mind those, man. I didn't mind those at all.
Bro, they sat here in Canada, Nike Canada.
They did. They restocked too. They went away and then they came back. And I actually tried to get a pair, that salmon colored one, whatever it was.
Yeah.
like
yeah,
that
and
one.
my order got canceled.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
My issue is the "We the Best" on the back.
yeah, that's his thing though.
I know.
He and his people
Oh,
are the best.
we know. Everyone knows.
Oh man, I have to say, no, I won't say it.
Who did?
We did.
Who did?
God did.
Yeah.
Shit.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm being a snob. It's
No,
a nice
listen,
shoe,
there
dude.
there were
right?
his. I actually liked them. I really did like
Right.
the colorways. I really genuinely did like them. But he's DJ Khaled.
But you know what? And I don't. It's not. He's smart. It's his thing.
Is he?
He sells.
He
Like he
sells.
does his job, right?
That's it. He's a salesman. He
Yeah.
is a salesman. Yes, and he does a good job at that.
He plays a character.
He plays the character very well.
Right.
Yes.
And
I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure if we were out in Miami or frequent Miami,
yeah,
they would be lit. We would want them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that looks like a Jordan you'd be wearing walking through Miami.
Yeah.
You know, I wear it out here in the Rockies. Like, just doesn't make sense.
Man, he followed Brian on Instagram.
Oh wow!
And I thought this is it. I said he's gonna back the truck up to Brian's house with all the We the Best stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. It just happened like last week. So hopefully,
nice.
DJ Khaled's. Yeah.
Did Brian get them?
He got that salmon peachy
one.
color or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
that one was the nicest one. That one was nice, man.
It is nice.
They're nice. They're
nice.
nice. They are nice.
You know,
man.
They are nice.
I don't know. iPhone, it does. My iPhone does this thing where if someone sends me a link for a shoe or for anything, a link, okay, by iMessage, in my browsers, the homepage or the home splash is whatever links people sent me.
Oh, really?
So
I noticed that.
I continuously see a picture of that Salmon Jordan 5 as like a link, right?
Yeah.
That's why I keep being reminded.
They're nice.
About that
I legit tried to buy them. I bought them and they canceled my order the next day.
Yeah.
So
the leather looked nice too. Like I
They
saw
did.
them in person when I was in Manor. Is that how you pronounce it, right? Out in Phoenix?
Yeah. That's Brian's shop.
Yeah, I saw them in person. They didn't have my size. I even asked just for fun. And the leather looked really nice, man. Like it looks super high quality, man. That leather.
Each other to get it. Are we
Unlike
going
DJ Khaled? They're high quality.
We're gonna go.
Having
find
said
them?
that, we're talking over each other.
Team shoes.
Team shoes. There you go.
Who willed it?
Who willed what?
Who did it?
God did.
There you go. So good.
God did.
You know what this is?
Back.
This is
He's back.
a Nicolas
Once I start doing it, I
Cage
can't stop. So
situation.
don't make me start. It's a what?
It's a Nicolas Cage situation.
It is.
People are like, no, Nicolas Cage, he's like, campy or whatever. Yeah. And then slowly but surely you realize I love Nicolas Cage.
He's the greatest actor on the face of the earth.
In my top 10 list of movies, he owns like 5.
At least, right?
So anyway.
He's up there.
Yeah.
All
right. Last shoe we're going to talk about for flooding our feet, Jordan 8 playoffs. We've mentioned them a few times already.
Yeah.
You're excited about this, eh?
I'm excited. I don't know why. I got sucked into that stupid Red Bull tab. They've only retroed twice before since '93, and they both retros had the black heel tab, like a pull tab at the back, and it's supposed to be red. And I don't know why, but it made a difference seeing the red thing back on the newest retro. And so I posted a few pictures on my Instagram, and they were people are very excited. Most people are very excited for that. I don't know. I'm surprised. Yeah, like tons of responses and all positive. Except for a couple of douchebags. But
cool. No one's claiming that the red is to cancel the Wizard run for Michael Jordan.
Yeah. No. It's all good. No.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Cal, what are you thinking? Huh? Jordan 8. You a Jordan 8 guy?
No, but I like them. I've never actually owned a pair. But I think they look cool. With the whole cross strap thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a dope shoe. If I was more into like high top 90s basketball shoes, I would
they
definitely be
scream.
on them.
They definitely scream 90s basketball. That's the very, very 90s looking.
I also think they're sorry.
Go
they
ahead.
were a bit ahead of their time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Not much ventilation though. I noticed. Even just wearing them one time, there's no ventilation in that sneaker, so it's pretty hot in there. But
yeah, I like it. I think that's a great design, and I think it's stylish. It's very stylish shoe, man. I think those straps are super stylish. Right?
It's fashion now, right?
Yeah.
That the more Uptempo, same vibe ish.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Hopefully we don't get the pink strap tiger claw version of the 8, like every week we got a new 8 coming out with something funky on it.
I think it's gonna be hard to do like random new colors of an 8 and let it pass.
Yeah. Yeah. No, what was interesting, just on a side note, is that I was speaking to someone, and they're going to be doing something similar with the Air Flight 89 that they've done with the 2, which is come up with a bunch of collabs. That's great. If you're not watching on YouTube, Chris's reaction is exactly what I said to myself.
I was taken aback.
Really? The Air Flight 89 with collabs, yeah. So that's interesting. I'm interested to see what they could do with an Air Flight 89, because that's also like a very basketball looking sneaker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like no one asked for it to.
Yeah. No one was asking for a 2 either.
Well,
except for me.
Fair.
And then and everybody told me they hate the 2s, and then all of a sudden 2's got some buzz around them with some collabs. The problem is, I mean, Virgil's not around anymore. I don't know if James Whitten will get a shot at these or something like that, but I don't know what kind of collabs we're talking about. But apparently that's the plan for the Air Flight 89.
You know what? It's not that no one's been asking for the 89th flight Air Flight 89 to come back. I don't think it's ever left, eh?
It's never really left,
but they've done all the time.
They've been putting them out, but they've done really shitty jobs of putting them out.
Saying.
They were awful. A lot of these releases, and there's releases every year, and they've been awful. Like
plastic.
I'm never one to complain too much about materials, but they were plastic, like terrible. And now that was the irony of when I bought those 2 pairs a couple weeks ago there, where the materials were fantastic, but the quality control was like horrible. It was I've never seen that many problems on a sneaker before.
Yeah.
So they got to get both those worlds to come together and have the good quality materials and some good quality control, and then I think they'll be okay. But yeah, the last several years, they got to like put some respect back on these Air Flight 89s. They are a popular sneaker. They are a popular sneaker, and hopefully they'll be able to do that with a few collabs and OG colorways.
What's price range for that type of shoe?
They were 180 Canadian, 170 or 170 or 180 Canadian.
You think?
Yeah,
I find it's a lot
for a basketball sneaker. No, I don't think that's. I think that's pretty good. Because if you look at a Jordan Retro, like a Jordan 4,
but that's
talking
a Jordan.
260. I know, but it's like $100 more.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like a Jordan 4 is basically an Air Flight 89 with a different upper, and it's $100 more.
It used to be a basketball sneaker, the Air Flight 89.
Well, yes, of course.
Right now, it's not. I'm thinking more 160 would be more appropriate.
Okay, we're talking about $10.
You said 180. Yeah, right.
Okay, 170. I said 170, 180. I can't remember what it was. It was
still, yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
I don't even know why I care. Like, why I'm trying to knock $10
not
off
180, 160. I'll do it.
Well,
don't worry. I'm sure they'll go on sale.
Yeah.
Just wait till Ronnie makes one, and then I look like an asshole buying the 90s basketball shoe or 89 basketball shoe, and it's coming from Kith, and it's gonna cost me $425.
Premium materials.
I hope that happens.
Yeah.
I hope that happens.
All right, that was flooding our feeds. We're gonna do something a little different before we get into a bit more sneaker talk. We've mentioned already some Nicolas Cage movies. We love retros, or some retros. I thought we could discuss some things that are both Nicolas Cagean, sometimes more retro-y, rewatchable. Rewatch this shows or movies that we
Ah.
constantly rewatch.
Okay, yeah.
We've done a lot of quote stuff. We've played a little secret games of naming particular movie titles
I
during
forgot
our
we did that.
conversations.
Yeah. That was fun.
Horrible.
It kept us entertained.
Yeah. I don't know how
we all went off the rails at one point.
Yeah, and I don't even know if anyone understood what we were doing.
No, nobody figured it out. Nobody figured it out. Nobody cared.
Yeah. So yeah, let's throw our hats in the ring for a bit of like
rewatchable
entertainment stuff. Maybe we'll go into that space, guys. Yeah, sneakers and TV.
Sure. I mean, it does at the open of the show. It does say what's the tagline?
I don't know.
Something about movies, music, and all things sneakers.
We never talked about music.
Never talked about music and movies.
Movies have music in them, right?
Last 8 years.
Movies have soundtracks and scores.
All
Let's
connected.
get into
and
that.
People wear sneakers in those movies too.
Dude.
Rewatchable stuff.
Yeah, let's start with movies.
Movies.
Oh no, just go wild. Tell me anything. Movies, shows.
I mean, you and I went on a tear of watching the Batman.
Oh, bro, yeah.
We were like studying it like it was the
JFK,
the Zapruder film with the assassination. Like, we were studying that movie like it was like
yeah.
I rewatched probably too many times, I think, but it was worth it. I was so invested in that movie.
Yeah.
That's last summer, I guess.
It was last summer. It's now it's gone into my realm, the section of my brain where if I watch too much crappy stuff, I'll watch that to bring to
Yes.
You ever watch like tons of crappy shows or crappy movies? Like, let me try this, and it's all crap, and then you feel like shit.
Gotta cleanse your palate.
Nothing exciting. So I watched the Batman.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah. Cal, you got anything?
I mean,
you can think of
off the top of my head, just movies like the Marvel movies is basically what I've been rewatching.
Yeah.
I've watched like Endgame and Infinity Wars or whatever.
Infinity
Gauntlet,
right?
Yeah, I've watched the two of them many times.
Do you rewatch the whole show, the whole movie, or particular sections?
Well, it depends.
Okay.
If I'm just like chilling out, then I'll watch the whole movie, and if not, I'll just watch it until I'm leaving or fall asleep or whatever. Like that's just like I haven't been watching it super lately, but that's probably the last ones that I watched.
Okay,
a bunch. Like I watched them quite a lot.
Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I'll rewatch the huge battles.
Okay.
Like in Endgame and Infinity Gauntlet, near the end, there's always like a big battle, or like there's like a pre-battle to the big battle. I'll watch those sections.
Yeah,
like because there's always something that's like rousing, or like it starts going bad and then it goes really good. Yeah. There's like despair, and then all of a sudden something happens. So
I've gone back and watched all of them in sequence in the order of their release.
You mean like the Iron Mans and the
everything?
Ant-Mans?
Yes, everything. The entire Marvel universe. I've rewatched.
I've
done that once. I've done it where I've watched just the Captain America trilogy, or I've watched just the Avengers, or I've watched. But then I went back. I guess it was last summer too, where I watched over a course of a few weeks each Marvel, was starting with Iron Man and then got all the way to Endgame with all Spider-Mans in the middle and all that stuff. And the Captain America movies are fucking. I love the Captain America. They're the best ones.
They're my favorite ones. Yeah,
especially Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier, I friggin' love that movie.
Yeah. To be fair,
Civil War is also great.
Yeah, I was gonna say Civil War.
Yeah, it's also amazing.
They kind of made them like Avengers B movies into the Captain America line.
Yes, exactly.
It's never just him.
True. But I like the introduction of the Winter Soldier. I like that whole plot line. But
and they're a bit darker.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and I was going to say a little bit more realistic. They're not at all. I guess just because it's supposed to be like he wasn't like from another planet or something, or he was like an actual soldier, but that's stupid. But that was fun. I enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed watching them all the way through it and all the way in sequence, like like I said, the order to release. Yeah,
the Civil War. That's Captain America.
Yes,
clearly that's also
an Avengers movie. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I like it because it's quippy. There's good dialogue in there.
Yes, there's good dialogue. Yeah.
In Endgame, when when Ant-Man comes back, is one of my favorite parts in the movies. Like,
yeah,
when the Ant-Man movies came out, I was like, I never heard of Ant-Man, right? Like, I was not that deep into Marvel to know who this guy was.
No.
And the movies came out, and I think I waited till it was on Netflix or whatever it came out on.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching, I was like, yo, this is awesome.
Yeah.
This movie is awesome.
And you can't go wrong with Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
It's Paul Rudd, yeah.
Part 2 is pretty good, and part 3 it's just continuously not quite as good, but
right. Yeah.
But whenever I think of Endgame, that's the scene I think of when he's like walking down the street and he asks the kid, he's like, what happened here?
Yeah. I
love that.
For that, when he finally goes back to like the Avengers compound. There's no spoilers here. It's been out for a while.
If you haven't watched it,
that's
not our problem. If you haven't watched it,
he goes in and he starts talking to Captain America and Black Widow, and he's like, "Is this anyone's sandwich?" And he starts eating it. Yeah.
I picture that being a Paul Rudd. I
think that's like an improv
improvisation.
Even when he like rings the doorbell and he's like, it's Ant-Man.
I'll go back though, and aside from the Avengers stuff or the Marvel stuff, I'll go back and watch anything with Chris Farley or Adam Sandler or like any of those comedies that on a Saturday afternoon, and just like I want to like not think about anything. I'll put anything with Chris Farley on or anything with Adam Sandler, and I love those movies.
Sandler movies are good. I've rewatched several times Goodfellas.
Oh yeah.
All the gangster movies.
Casino, Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Carlito's Way. Do you do Carlito's Way?
Yeah. Yeah, Carlito's Way. Benny Blanco from
Benny Blanco. Yeah. Oh, that bastard.
Yeah. Yeah, all those are good.
Mm-hmm.
Even
rewatching Seinfeld though. I've watched it. I can't believe it ended 25 years ago. That's nuts. But I still watch it on a regular basis. Now, especially now it's on Netflix. But I'll never get tired of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch Workaholics?
Yeah, I love Workaholics. Yes,
watch
that. I did. Yeah, I watched it when it was on.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a while.
I think I wasn't watching it on like a streaming service that made it easy for me to just turn it on.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave up. But like if you're saying go for it, I'll put it on.
Oh, I've watched every season 4 times at least.
Yeah,
it's
so good. So good.
All right.
It's so good.
Because Adam Devine is a mental case in the best way possible.
Yeah.
There's that show is very funny. That's my comedy. Like that's literally my comedy when they like break out into freestyles and stuff. Yeah, like
okay.
No, I can picture like you wanting to hang out with them.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, yeah, these guys are right up my alley, man. I love that show.
That's a great show. Something that's relatively new, actually quite new, but it's over now, but I haven't rewatched yet. But I want to rewatch is Last of Us. That was like that was I'm definitely gonna rewatch that again.
Yeah. You gotta give it a bit of time for you to like kind of forget some of the stuff and then go back into it. Yeah.
I legitimately thought of that today. Like, we never had this conversation. See an outline, and I was literally at work thinking to myself, like, should I watch Last of Us again? Like, is it too soon? Like,
do I need to give it some breathing space first?
I think you should. Like anything.
It was so good.
Pedro Pascal.
I mean, The Mandalorian.
Right
have you caught up to The Mandalorian yet, Chris?
No, I waited for it to be finished.
It is over. It's over.
I know.
Okay, hurry up.
Come on. I got a
Yeah.
lot of stuff that I waited for it to end before I get into it, like Mandalorian, Andor. I waited.
I haven't watched Andor either. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
haven't
want
watched
to
that
watch
yet.
that.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. There's so much. It's like it's endless. I
That's
mean,
it.
stuff I rewatch.
I got messed up because of that. Like Mandalorian, then
Book of
Boba Fett
Fett.
came out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then somewhere I got confused onto what I was watching, and
It's
then it was
because
just
half
like
of it.
Andor season 2,
Yeah.
new one, and I was like, oh my god, and I was like, I give up, I quit. I haven't watched them since.
That was me with Game of Thrones. I still watched the first season of Game of Thrones, and then like halfway through the second season, I'm like, I don't know what the hell's happening right now.
Yeah,
I was so confused. The house
Right.
of this and the house and the winter's coming, but it never came, and I bailed on it. But
Yeah.
but yeah, a lot of stuff is rewatchable.
In terms of one last mention from me, from the Nicolas Cage to the Pedro Pascal stuff, the movie The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Yes, so
where
good.
Nicolas Cage plays Nicolas Cage.
Yes,
holy shit,
it
man.
was so good. That was so
Yeah.
good.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've watched that 3 times, I think, and this is like a recent movie, so I
Yeah.
rewatch it and like I fucking die every time. It's really funny.
Yeah. Being the old man that I am, the John Hughes movies are like everything.
Dude,
Were
yeah.
everything to me as a kid. Breakfast Club, 16 Candles,
Club.
Weird Science, all of it. All Ferris Bueller's Day Off, all the way up to Uncle Buck. I mean, they're so great outdoors. Oh my god, they're all classics, and I could rewatch. I've watched those probably hundreds of times each.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's relatable to like
I don't know.
younger
Like a younger, I don't
generations.
know. Cal, what do you? You're younger? Relatable?
Yeah, I mean, out of all the movies that you just named, I think it was like Ferris Bueller's Day Off was really the
Yeah.
only one I knew.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard of them. Like I know 16
yeah.
Candles, obviously,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't think I've even ever watched it. And like, it's just
It's too old for you. 280s.
it kind of like if you're
Yeah.
not in there for the jokes,
Yeah.
like what the heck's Chevy Chase's movies?
Vacation.
Vacation, yes,
Oh.
family vacation or whatever.
Yeah.
So those ones, like I get it because I saw it when I was a kid. You
Right,
know what I
right,
mean?
right,
But if I
right.
watch other movies from that same time,
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't hit the same.
Right. I
Mm.
gotcha.
So it's kind of like if I go back now and watch those like super older ones, it's like
Yeah.
I don't really get it. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't hit the same.
All right.
John, you know when people
Yeah.
think that "eat my shorts" comes from Bart Simpson?
Yeah. No. Eat my
My
shorts. That's John
Right.
Bender from Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
Oh,
I don't
Calby's
know,
lost.
Dad.
Calby
How's
lost.
it going?
Calby, come back.
Was that the one with detention? Were they in detention?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're in
Yes.
detention on
Okay. So
Saturday.
I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that one too.
Okay.
That's a good
Okay. That is a very actually that one holds up really probably better than most of them.
I think so.
It's more of a drama, like it's a comedy
Yeah.
drama, like or dramedy as they call it back then. But it's
Yeah.
very good. Yeah.
All right, that's our attempt at doing some rewatch.
Well, what they
rewatch
don't, but
stuff.
the listeners don't know is this is what we do pre and post pod all the time.
Yeah, this is our group chat. This is what
This
we,
is
we,
pre and
we
post.
go
that you're hearing
into
right now.
gift battles.
Yeah.
Of random
Exactly.
shows for no reason.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Let us know in the DMs if you can relate to what we just talked about, and if you have any suggestions of your own for things that we should try to watch once or twice or 3 times, and we'll see if it goes, if it hits or not. Bit more sneaker talk. Let's get into what we regret. Now, let's do it a bit different. Of course, maybe we can think back at some shoes that we purchased or didn't purchase and that we regret. Situations like that. Something off the top of your head, real quick. Go ahead.
Well, that I just mentioned it before. I didn't realize this was going to be the topic. I saw regrettable, but I didn't realize it was going to be, because I saw the quotable stuff before that, and I wasn't sure if it was all going to be about movies. But yeah, the Kobe stuff. I was legitimately like pursuing Kobe's at one time when around the time the 11s came out, and I had a couple times had them in my hands, going to ask for my size in Florida, a few different shops and stuff over the course of a year or two, and I just never pulled the trigger. And I'm like, why didn't I do that? And I could have had a little piece of history there, but I didn't do it, so that's a regret for sure.
I do have kind of similar regret in terms of like Kobe stuff, but it was more in the way that I'm a Celtics fan, and I did not buy any Kobe stuff for a while. For a while until I knew his retirement was coming.
Yeah.
Once his retirement was coming, I was like, okay, I think it's safe now. And I started buying a lot of Kobe's because at the time they were just sitting on shelves. Sitting on shelves, and sometimes they'd go on discount. Like these weird shops here would put like random seasonal discounts. So I'd pick up a lot of pairs. And at a certain point, I had a lot of Kobe's. And I wasn't playing a lot of basketball, so I decided to just get rid of them all. Because I was like, I don't need this many. I just don't need this many. And I'm not playing ball all that much. So I got rid of a lot of them. And now, like, no one knew that, it would be a limited run of anything Kobe, which is fucking sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I regret. I regret not just holding on to them for, Yeah, that's one part.
That's funny, too, because the same kind of as me that I have two. One, when the original Kobe 5 Chaos came out, the girl I was dating at the time hated them and didn't let me get them, and they were sitting here. So that was the last time I ever let a girl decide what shoes I buy.
What do you mean didn't let you get them? What does that mean? I don't understand.
She told me no. Phrase. Like we were living together. I wasn't making a lot of money at this time. Yeah. It was a no. So happy wife, happy life. She was not my wife and never became my wife. But I'm living.
And your life is now much better without it.
No, she was actually a very sweet girl. And so yeah, I let them go and they're sitting. And I really regret that because I still don't own them. And then same thing is that I had a bunch of Kobe's. I wasn't wearing them very much. They're mostly just for collection. And I sold a bunch because I need money. And I regret that because now sometimes I'd like to have them. Like even the Kobe 9, I had a couple pairs of Kobe 9 highs. And I sold them because they're not like super wearable. You know what I mean? For like on the street or anything. But now I still think about it. I'm like, man, like I like those shoes. Like,
yeah.
So I kind of regret that. But I mean, I still got bangers for Kobe.
Yeah. All right, let's flip it a bit. And if you were a brand, any particular brand, do you think some brands regret going down some paths?
Don't say the Jordan 2, Calby. Don't say the Jordan 2.
No. Why Italy? Why? Yeah.
I don't know if they think about it in that. I think they probably think whatever they do is fantastic.
Yeah, but I gotta feel somewhere, some dude is like, I don't know about that 312 thing. Why do we okay that?
As soon as I saw regrettable, and I knew the 312 was coming out.
Why did we green light that shit?
I don't know why they brought back the new retro one, that NU retro one with the wings logo on the side of it. Even more so, I don't know why I bought it because it's I didn't like it in 2003, and I really don't like it now, and I can't return it because I bought it at a Canadian shop that doesn't take returns.
Well, any new retro was kind of weird.
They were weird. I have the new retro too for obvious reasons, but I got one pair of those. And they were on sale, deep discount, but it's a weird. But it was supposed to be at the time. I think for the 2 anyway, it was supposed to be a playable sneaker. Like they updated it it had a bit of a look of a 2, but you could actually play basketball in it. Anyway, I regret buying that retro very much. But in terms of a brand, I don't know. I can't picture them regretting anything because I think they always think they're they're looking forward and they're I don't know. I don't think they think any. I think if they put the time and money to something, I don't think they can. If they regret it, then they're a shitty company.
But if they're like any other company that might be out there, there's like a boardroom somewhere where one person with a lot of power that shouldn't have power suggests something, and everyone else in the room just says okay because they say okay.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. So, I'm sure there are individual regrets within the brands, but I'm sure as a brand as a whole, I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Yeah. Right.
Nike
I mean,
better.
could you
regret-
think of anything?
Nike
Aside
better
from
regret what they're doing with the more up tempos. Okay, they better regret that, man.
like putting up all the colors.
Yes,
Too
they're
many-
ruining that shoe,
Yeah.
It's
man.
too many colors coming
That
out.
is an amazing. Like it really bothers me because there's
Yeah.
even pairs like I even like the denim one. Okay, and like some people
Mhm.
might even think that's blasphemy, but I liked it. But if they just stopped there,
Mm.
you know, it'd still be okay. But this is like a shoe that a lot of people, include myself included, have very high on the all-time list. That has now it's not on my list anymore. Like
Mm.
I literally I don't look at it the same. Like
Right.
at all. Now it
Yeah.
seems like a shoe that some 14-year-old girl has with stupid pink neon something or like I don't know, man. It
So-
bothers me, man.
I don't know why they chose that shoe to come out with a billion colorways of.
Yes.
It's a very specific shoe
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
should have remained a sporadic release at best.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And at least like with the Jordan 1, they were like, okay, we'll give you 700 colors of mids. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, like at
Yeah.
least like the OG is still over there untainted.
Right.
Yeah.
And
they're
then
not giving you a takedown of the more up tempo.
Okay.
yeah, take those air bubbles out, man. Give us one
Yeah.
with just one air bubble in the back.
There
and
was
ruin it.
back in the day there was a takedown though, wasn't it? Like a much up tempo or something, or like air much. I don't know. There was a small
yes.
Gary Payton wore them, I think.
Some up tempo.
There was some much more up tempo. Not
bit
as
of up-tempo.
not as up tempo as the more up tempos.
Yeah.
Somewhat up tempo. I think they're called the somewhat up tempos.
Oh yeah, a mezzo up tempo. Not
Right.
not a grande.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the venti.
Exactly.
Just a
Mm,
mezzo.
a mezzo.
Mezzo
I
up
think,
tempo.
but there was, so maybe they should have released a couple, but they look so similar to the more up tempos. I don't know.
Yeah.
People would have
Frick,
been
I
able
don't
to tell
remember
the
the
difference.
name. You're right.
I'm being yelled at through the speakers from my friends in the OG support group because they all know those sneakers and I'm not big on those, but
Mm.
I can feel their heat,
Yeah.
even though they haven't heard this yet. I know when I'm
Shameful
saying
gaze.
this, I'm
Yeah.
fumbling through these somewhat up tempos. That they're
Somewhat
gonna be-
up-tempo.
Somewhere they're going to be screaming at their speakers or their headphones.
Yeah. I don't know if they probably don't, but yeah, the releasing of multitudes of colors of Jordan 1s or even the New Balance 550, like it's lost its prestige.
Yeah,
But I get it. They're selling units. So that's their main goal.
Yeah.
But you did something crazy, which is like all of a sudden you put out a quote unquote new silhouette in, let's say, the 550, or like a revamped model that's doing extremely well because you launched it properly, and then you purposefully torpedo it.
Hmm.
You know,
But-
with
for me, it's a bit different because I think the 550 wasn't held in any regard. You know what I mean? Besides like
Yeah.
Stephen Smith, I don't think anyone even remembered it came out. Not
Mhm,
even like
mhm.
New Balance Snobs. But the other thing is that I think they put that shoe out to kind of go as the Air Force One. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So they put out a bajillion colorways like that because they didn't think really anyone held it in that high regard. That it was just kind of
Yeah.
everybody wanted this throw on shoe to sit by their door.
Yeah.
But I mean that too, that because now, you know, you maybe put out one or two a year, you might still sell it, but that's you might be right there, I guess, is that
No,
they should
I
still
get
cut
it.
it down so at least that they could still continue to sell them for forever. And so people
it's
would
probably
get them every year.
like, granted, they definitely don't regret selling a lot of shoes. Like that's
Bajillion.
you're right. You know, that's their goal. But I think, I guess, as a sneakerhead, if I were there, I'd be like, well, now we can't put out a collab with this shoe anymore. Like, it won't be special.
Yeah,
You have to find another model. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
that's true. Yeah.
You know, but I don't think they care about that. But in some way, it's like, damn, it's regretful that the 550 can't be like, well, from my point of view, it can't be like a super special collab or specialty shoe anymore, you know? because that's what it
Yeah.
started as. Like, or that like its re-entry into our lives was with the ALD stuff, you know.
Yes.
And
yeah.
everyone's like, "Whoa!" And then all of a sudden, anyways, what do I know?
But I'm glad that it wasn't like, they were like, let's take the 997 and put 7 million colorways
Okay,
out.
yes, all right, okay, there, yes, yeah.
If it had to be any of them, I'm glad it was the 550, man. Like they do that with the 574, and that's fine, man, because that's what the 574 is there for. But I'm glad they didn't like do it to something like that people cherish.
Yeah. Okay.
Although
Very
the people
fair.
that got 4 pairs of ALDs and cherished it probably didn't like that very much.
Agree. All right. Anything else, guys? How about got any shout outs for anyone out there?
No.
Can I do a quick shout out?
Yep.
It's a little bit away, a couple weeks, but maybe that'll get people watching. Just wanted to shout out the YYC Soldiers are throwing their annual sneaker swap here in Calgary.
Cool.
And that's on May 13th. I don't exactly remember where it is. I'm gonna guess it's at the Chinese Cultural Center because that's where it's been a couple times. But yeah, they do it every year, and I think for Alberta, it's probably the biggest show.
Nice.
Shout out to Edmonton if I'm missing your show, but I haven't heard anything about your guys' show in a few years. They used to have one, and I haven't heard anything about it in years, like 6-7 years. So I'm gonna just go on a limb and say, yo, this is the biggest show in Alberta. So I wanted to shout them out because they put on for the city, and I hope people show up for it. And it's the day before my birthday, so you're gonna see me there 100%, and I'll be taking donations.
Best Canon Nation.
Yeah.
All right. That's good. Shout out to the YYC Soldiers with an E after the L.
Yeah, so like soul, like your shoes. Soldiers.
All right. Anything else? Good to
Soul
go?
Exchange Canada. Soul Exchange Canada. I'll be
nice.
attending that May 13th.
In where?
Yes, arrival in Toronto.
Toronto.
Yes. So anybody got in the Toronto area, come by and, don't say hello to me, but you can wave.
From afar. Don't touch my shoes.
I'm gonna FaceTime you. I'm gonna FaceTime you from the sneaker
from the
swap
rival
while
sneaker
you're at
show.
Soul Exchange.
Just send me a DM so I could leave you unseen.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Soul Exchange Canada, May 13th in Toronto area, and YYC Soldiers, May what?
Also
It's
May
May
13th.
13th.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay, May 13th.
Yeah.
I'm literally gonna FaceTime Sean.
Yeah, for sure. This is what I'm doing. What are you doing?
The sneaker podcast is going on the road.
That's right.
All right. Very cool. Check out those sneaker shows. We got to get those sneaker shows back, man.
I
Get
think
the
they're
people
coming. I
together.
think they might be coming back to Montreal. So maybe we'll maybe do a pod there. Something like that.
Yeah. All right. That was a great show. Thank you, audience, for joining us once again. And you can download and listen to the Sneaker Podcast anywhere podcasts are broadcast. Sean, where can people find you on social media?
At SColor23 and at OG Support Group.
Shout out to the OG support group. Calby, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me at Just Kelby and at Traffic Boys.
Shout out to the Traffic Boys. And you can find myself at Christopher.Chu. And be sure to follow us at the Sneaker Podcast. Big shout out to our sponsors, Sneaker Logic and Quality. One love, all the sneakers. Peace.
Peace.